So I just watched Doctor Strange into the multiversal. Yes. Wow. Well, that was some absolute Oh shit! Oh yeah, of course. I'm in some kind of time vortex now. Sure, why not? Yeah. Wait. That one. Can I please go there? Oh my god. That one seems at least a bit more normal. I can do this, I can't! Do this. Maybe I can... No, that ain't working with it. Hey. Yes. Finally. That I'm going to take a shit. At least not taking. I'm just going to the toilet. You know what I mean. Chat doesn't show. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, I've been trying all day. It's just can't make it work somehow. It's really annoying. Wait. What the heck is this? Oh no. Oh sh. He's back already. Yes, who's back? Oh, my head. What just happened? Wait. What's this? What is going on? What the f- I'm back. So, what were we talking about? Yeah, movies. Doctor Strange. So, what? Wow. Okay. So I just had the craziest experiments. I got sucked up by a star, which sent me to a bunch of different worlds, and in one of them, I wasn't a YouTuber, but a Twitch streamer. And you know what the worst thing was? My profile picture looked like this. If the multiversal travel did not make me puke already, then that surely did. So I just watched Doctor Strange to the Multiverse of Madness, and I'm going to get straight to the point. Being 100% honest here, I was kinda disappointed. Not that I disliked the movie, because I did like it. I just didn't like it as much as I hoped I would like it. For those who don't know, I hate horror. And that's an understatement. And for those who clicked on this video and know nothing about Doctor Strange to the Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange to the Multiverse of Madness is a horror movie. Now, it isn't really that bad, and it isn't even a reason that I was disappointed in the movie, but just know that I might have contributed to it, because I may or may not have been like this for 20 minutes. But the thing that has contributed the most to my disappointment were my expectations. No shit, Sherlock! With the title Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness, I expected multiversal fun and madness, with seeing loads of alternate versions of characters that we are already familiar with. Maybe the introduction of new characters that come from their universe to the MCU, just loads of shenanigans regarding the multiverse concept. In Loki we saw the whole multiverse getting introduced, with different Lokis from alternate universes as a starter. In What If, we see different scenarios play out in the MCU. In Spider-Man No Way Home, we see that the multiverse can even connect different film franchises to the MCU. And now, we get this movie that is all about the multiverse. Everything can happen. We got our little soups and salads of Lokis and Spider-Man. This is the main course. Multiverse of Madness is where Marvel Studios goes crazy with the multiverse concept and blows us all away. No, of course not! Instead, we got a horror/action movie that has the multiverse as an important part of it. They just don't really do a lot with it. You get a brief moment in which Strange and America travel through the multiverse, and it's super cool! But it's also like 1 minute long. Maybe even less. Most of the time gets spent in the MCU and Earth 838, and not a lot more. Strange and 838 Christine Palmer also go to a sort of half-destroyed universe, but like I said, it's kinda half-destroyed. There's no one there, no culture, no language, no people, no anything. It's kinda really freaking boring there, which kinda really freaking sucks. Because the moment that we arrive on Earth 838, it's super fun and interesting. America explains a bit about multiversal travel. Food is apparently free in a lot of universes. Also, assume nothing, because you don't know anything about this new place. Like how on Earth 838, you walk when it's red, there's mutants, and they have ice cream with pizza flavor? Gonna have it. It sounds disgusting, but I still want it so bad. I expected that it was going to happen several times. Seeing hundreds, okay, that's maybe a bit much, but a lot of different universes where we can see all the differences and similarities. And it's going to be super fun, absolute madness, and that didn't happen. Why do I keep making it sound like it happened? It didn't happen, okay? It happened once, and it was really cool at one time. I am just sad that we didn't get more Strange waking up in a ditch and then seeing that everything is different. Speaking about Strange, he is a character. He is the main character. He is Doctor Strange. And he is certainly a character. Let's first talk about the good stuff. The good stuff is called Benedict Cumberbatch's acting. Good acting actually applies to all the actors, in my opinion. Strange also feels more like an action hero in this movie than in the previous film. Which makes sense, as he was still learning in that movie, and here he is a cool sorcerer person. He does get his magic powers turned off by the Illuminati at some point, and then he has some random fight without magic for basically no reason, and it's boring as shit. It doesn't do anything for the plot. I don't understand it. It's stupid. This whole part was just meant as a bridge for me to complain about the handgun fight with Mordo because I thought that it was stupid. It's uninteresting, it's boring, it's another synonym for boring, it's bad, it's stupid, and it's stupid again. I don't like it. It feels out of place, it doesn't add anything. I would rather have had 3 minutes of silence than this. Moving on. The thing about Strange is that most of his story arc is just, oh Christine, I actually love you, I was just scared, which is a fine arc, but the thing is that he doesn't even say it to her. He says it to ehhh Christine, which is a completely different person, which makes the whole thing really, really stupid. These two characters don't really know each other. ehhh Christine and MCU Christine are different people. So it feels really awkward. Maybe Strange has more to do with him than that, but I have no idea. I have no idea what Strange's arc was in this movie. Maybe that he is egotistical because he sacrificed a time stone but now doesn't want to sacrifice? But wasn't the whole egoist thing already established in his first movie? I don't know. Strange was weird here. I feel like he didn't really get any character development, which sucks. Because it's not like he got a lot in Infinity War, Endgame or No Way Home. Then the real main character. Wanda Maximoff. I did actually like Wanda. I think her motivations are at least understandable. And WandaVision's ending did make me feel pretty bad for her. The reason I say it's more of a Wanda movie is because it's more of a Wanda movie, yeah, of course. But the reason for that is just that Wanda gets way more character development than Strange. She goes from, gotta kill people as long as I get my children back, to, oh, okay. Other me takes good care of them. Maybe I shouldn't kill my own children's mother. Something tells me that they won't like me when I do that. And then she just gives up. Or maybe she felt guilty for doing everything she's done, so that's why she destroys all the Darkholds and apparently also kills herself. Wanda is a weird character here, because she's the main antagonist, but she isn't necessarily the bad guy. With how she realizes in the end that she was wrong, it also made the whole movie feel kinda unnecessary. Like, all of this, all the deaths, all the destruction, all for nothing. She killed all these people just to give up. I guess it's the right thing to do, but I don't know. Also, her reason of being evil is just lazy in my opinion. Same with Three-Eyed Strange. It's just, oh, this cursed artifact makes you bad. Now Wanda is bad. And Triple-Eyed Strange is even worse. Oh yeah, well, we need a darker, evil version of Strange because we need it. We could maybe take the one from What If, who has a really interesting and heartbreaking backstory. Or maybe we could create another Strange who becomes dark and evil because insert cool and interesting and well thought out something here. But oh wait, remember that thing that made Wanda a horror character? No? Let's use it to make Strange bad. It's just a lazy plot device in my opinion. The Darkhold is stupid. And so is the Book of Vishanti. Wow, how did I remember that name? Why am I complaining about these books? I was going to say why I liked Wanda. I liked her because she was threatening, a scary Scarlet Witch dreamwalking scene with guitar riff cool. That's actually the whole reason. And she was being reasonable, I respect that. America Chavez. I did actually like America. I thought she was cool whenever she got to do something. Because she didn't get to do a lot, except for being a MacGuffin. Now that I think of it, for some reason she also needs to be killed by Wanda. But why couldn't Wanda just train her so she could control her powers? Boom, go to a universe where kids are orphans. End of movie. Oh yeah, this motherfucker of a book exists. While America's arc of believe in yourself was boring and predictable, her character was actually pretty interesting in my opinion. I liked her personality-wise. Her being the only one who can actually travel the multiverse makes her a lazy plot device, but I don't care, I liked it. I never said that this review would make sense. And she's training to be a sorcerer now in Kamartai. That's cool. Good way to make sure she stays in the MCU for now. Very excited to see more of her, because she didn't do a lot in the movie. Also, her actor Xochitl Gomez is only 16. Hello? I am 16! I could be starring in an MCU movie. What am I doing with all this YouTube bullshit? I could be a millionaire. Talking about characters, let's talk about the Illuminati. the trailers made it look like they were going to be very important. And if important means to show off how freaking strong Wanda is, sure. Maybe you could say that they were important because they are one of the first MCU heroes to get brutally murdered on screen. Is that a milestone? Almost R-rated death in a PG movie? Is that cool? I got traumatized by Black Bolt's death. That's pretty mind-blowing, am I right? Also, when the movie ended, I saw a 7-year-old girl or something sit a few seats in front of us, and she looked like she enjoyed the movie. I would be crying at that age, which I definitely did not do. Anyways, yeah, the Illuminati was just there to be a huge ass and then die. I don't know about them. They were fine. And it was really cool to see all these characters finally in an MCU movie. But they weren't really that important to the story when I look back at it. Not that I have a lot to look back at. I was being a pussy, and after Black Bolt's brains blowing up, which traumatized me for life, mind you, I just couldn't look anymore. So, I honestly don't even know what happened to the other members. Like, Captain Marvel got crushed by a statue. From all things, Captain Marvel dies. It's just a statue. Are you serious? And, no idea what happened to Reed, Peggy, Mordo, or Xavier. If it wasn't for Wikipedia and Reddit! Look at this. I'm about to make some good old bad jokes. Captain Carter is probably going to get a second part in season 2 of What If. That is because she's got in 2 parts now. Reed Richards. More like Reed String Cheese. I do like Xavier's quote-unquote fights with Wanda. The whole thing was just really cool and scary and very nicely done, and it's the only other death that I saw because, oh, the color white. It's light now, scary things are gone, and then snap! It is a bit disappointing how stupid they were though. I get the Black Bolt thing and Reed trying to get Wanda to stop being a murderer, but the smartest man alive could probably do better than try to punch someone who can warp reality. Or maybe everybody in this universe is just super dumb and Richard just has like an IQ of 130 or something. Also, something about Mr. Fantastic is that I just can't take him seriously. Just look at him. He looks like a freaking joke. He looks old. He looks like spaghetti. He looks like a meme. Even the name sounds funny. Mr. Fantastic. Yeah, he had to choose outlandish names because he thought he wouldn't be cool enough if he named himself Mr. Pretty Good. But still, Mr. Fantastic sounds stupid. You ain't convincing me that this guy is supposed to be a serious character. Or even the smartest man alive. Or wait, maybe he is actually a genius. Because Mordo didn't die. And Mordo is a sorcerer supreme. So Mordo has a time stone, aka the Eye of Agamotto. So Mordo can revert time. So Mordo can basically resurrect all the Illuminati members. Oh my god, Reed, you did it again, you smart bastard. And now that we're already talking about him, Mordo. Yeah, he appeared as much as Deadpool in this movie. Wong. 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 It's Wong. What do you want me to say about Wong? It's Wong. There's no good or bad when you're talking about Wong. It's all just Wong now. Wong. Strange variants. I talked about strange variants already, but I want to do it more because strange variants funny. Defenda Strange is cool. I don't know how he is different from our Strange except for his spells and hair, because he seems to be almost identical to our Strange personality-wise. So he's okay. He only has a very small role anyway, so I don't really care that much. Though his zombie thing was really very smart in my opinion. 4 minus 1-eyed Strange. Like I said, he's kinda lazy. I get why he is how he is, but the way that it's done is just lazy. Oh, Darkhold. Now he is bad. Throw him on a fence, and now he is dead. A bit about scenes with him. The music notes fight was really cool. Strange telling about his sister felt super forced. Oh wait, that was it already. Yeah, he isn't really here for a long time. Him saying the building thing was threatening though, good job Mr. or Mrs. Riders. 838 Strange. For some reason the Illuminati decided to kill him instead of just telling him to not ever touch the Dark World ever again. And yeah, destroying a whole universe is pretty very big deal. In a universe there could be a Falcon and a Winter Soldier or a Hawkeye storyline going on and it would just be gone. Also thousands of other planets that could be having as much going on with them as Earth. Some random kid eating ice cream to a god deciding that they want to take over the universe. A lot is happening in the universe. And it's just all gone because of one person. What he did was worse than whatever crime you could ever imagine. But you could still use Doctor Strange, you idiots! You could be useful! Don't destroy stuff that you could still use, at least try to sell it. Maybe someone wants to buy Doctor Strange for a few dollars. Was that all the Stranges? Yeah, that was all the Stranges. For a movie about the multiverse, there isn't a lot of multiverse. Yeah, I know that I keep bringing this up, but they really underutilized the multiverse in this movie. They played it way too safe. It felt more like another introduction to the multiverse, instead of the first big multiverse movie. Looking at how this movie was supposed to come out much earlier, it was probably meant as an introduction to the multiverse, but now that we already have several multiverse related MCU projects, this one doesn't really stand out much. It's not like things like the writing or anything to write home about. It was sometimes good, sometimes messy, always okay. Pretty standard MCU stuff. The whole movie was pretty standard MCU. Oh yeah. So, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is a horror movie directed by the big Sam Raimi, who is famous for directing good horror movies, I think. I'm not sure, I don't like horror, and I am too young to know who this guy is. It's funny that the part of the movie that I like the least is the part that I also thought made it unique and better. I personally don't like horror. If I want to get scared, I'll just play Brawl Stars on Cavern Churn. And even then, I feel like it's bad for my blood pressure. Still, the horror in this movie was something I kind of appreciated. Definitely not while I was watching it. I don't want to, I just want to go home. But if I look back at it, it was done pretty nicely, and it's pretty cool to see the style of film in the MCU. I'm just never watching it ever again. But even though scenes like Wanda chasing Christine, Strange in America were chilling and good scenes, they still felt a bit weird to me. There's just something with them that I felt wasn't right. And then I got it. It's that I have nothing to do with the multiverse. Like, at all. The only reason that a horror made sense with the multiverse for us was because they promoted it that way. Like, the multiverse is this thing that we know frighteningly little about. They really tried to make the multiverse seem scary to fit the style of the movie. And it worked, but looking back at all the horror scenes, not one was even related to anything multiverse. Even though it was like the multiverse and horror blended weirdly well with each other, in actuality, they didn't really. It felt like the people making the movie wanted to make a cool horror superhero movie for the MCU, but were forced by Disney to make the multiverse a part of the plot. This is all just a very small nitpick, but because of it, the whole movie felt a tiny bit off when watching. I love that the movie tried to be unique and that it's basically the first MCU horror movie, but I can't help but think that the horror might have been a better fit for another project instead of Doctor Strange to the Multiverse of Madness. It might have even made it a bit worse, with them forgetting to actually do things with the multiverse instead of just putting characters in scary but generic places/settings. I'm really mixed about the movie in actually almost all aspects of it. It had a really cool music fight scene with a bland and wasted character. It had a super interesting concept with a pretty underwhelming execution. It has great characters that were all very much underutilized, and for some reason they decided to just remove Mordo from the whole movie, like what? Nice setup you got there. Mind if I destroy it? Also, America Chavez doesn't make sense. If she's in a timeline and she does literally anything, she will split the timeline, which means that exists more than one America Chavez, and that's not possible because there can only be one. And the MCU makes no sense anyway, so just wanted to rant about that. But in the end, it was an enjoyable experience that looked fancy with its special effects, and while it wasn't very good, it wasn't bad either, and originality points, so I give Doctor Strange to the Multiverse of Madness a 6 out of 10. Now, because this is such a late review, I thought that I'll also go over some other dumb things other people have said over this movie. Like that it's terrible. I disagree. That it's the best Marvel movie ever made. I disagree. That there are literally people critiquing the movie because they found Wanda's kids singing a song about ice cream cringe. You know what, maybe we just have to stop.
Reminder that people's opinions don't matter. You like what you like. Please tell me in the comments why this is the best or worst movie ever. I'll love to read it.
Hi. So, I just watched the Assemble documentary, and I have now sympathized with everybody who worked in this movie. So, yeah. Also, the sets are really cool, and Xochitl Gomez dancing with Benedict Wong is the most wholesome thing ever. So, you get a 7 out of 10 now instead, movie. Good job. Good things. This is supposed to be a thumbs up.